Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dan.
I'm Jake.
And we are the Whiskey Watchers. And Jake, you don't really realize how small this room is until you go somewhere else and come back.
Yeah.
It's a very very tiny room. Anyway, so we are back from Hard Truth Distilling Company. We want to thank them again for having us, and we hope to go back there in the future to see them, film with them, and maybe the next time we can get Brian on.
Ooh.
Anyway, so we came back, and on the way back, I was like, that weeder, we love the weeder. It was the favorite out of the entire trio, and I want to know where it stacks up. So I pulled some of our favorite weeders down off the shelves, and we're going to put them in a blind today. We have Makers 101. We have, of course, the Hard Truth Wheated Bourbon that just released last week, not even 7 days ago. Anyway, Weller Full Proof and 1792 Sweet Wheat. We're going to blind them. We're going to look at them. We're going to, do the legs and everything else, and we're going to see where this thing stands up.
Now be reminded that our blinds are not exactly the same. We are tasting different whiskeys each time.
Yeah.
He's drinking one thing, I'll be drinking something completely different.
So let's take a second. I want to clear this down, and we will be right back. All right, we are back, and as you can see, table is all cleared off. We have the glassware here, and again, like he said, keep in mind we may not be tasting the exact same thing all the way down. We pre-poured them, we mixed them around, labels on the bottom. Not going to look too closely into that, but anyway, we're just going to start left to right, and let's get to it. You ready?
I suppose.
All right.
With our nice fancy little coasters this time.
I know. I even got the flight boards out. I made this official. So my first one's just very, very caramely. Tons of vanilla. And tons of just this bright red fruit.
Mine almost smells like the honey cough syrup.
Honey cough syrup.
Yeah.
Well, that's possibly terrible, but also a good thing if you like the honey cough syrup.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, this is just very bright, very, not really anything else. Just very bright, very forthcoming with vanilla and caramel, and a lot of berries. Like maybe confectioner's sugar, like powdered sugar for all of you other people that prefer to call it powdered sugar. Anyway.
One of them.
Anyway.
It's powdered sugar.
I'm gonna give this one a taste.
Well,
in all reality,
that's just pleasant. Was pleasant.
Was pleasant.
Yeah. Has like a whole tannic thing going on.
Whole tannic bitter.
Yeah.
Just nasty.
Like it not even, it's around the back of my mouth. Mm-hmm. Does like a whole circle around the edge.
Oh, okay.
It's really weird.
So this one kind of delivers. It comes from the nose to the palate. I get a lot of the powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar, what have you. The vanilla comes through really well. I lose a lot of the berries, but pick up a little bit of oak. So it's kind of interesting. I kind of like this one.
The finish on this one goes on pretty good, but the bitterness goes away fairly quick, and it is just sweet. I don't know. That's a journey.
Yeah. Sometimes journeys are fun. Sometimes they're not.
That was a fun journey. Interesting. Who knows what it is? Not me.
Well, we're going to find out at some point. Anyway, on to number two.
Maybe sprays up the whole thing down with water.
With some water or alcohol. We found out we made a mistake the last time we did this. I accidentally spilled some whiskey on the table and drug one of the labels through it. It became a gummy, nasty mess because these labels dissolve like crazy with alcohol.
Paper labels.
Yeah. Anyway.
Plastic labels wouldn't do you much better. The ink would just smear everywhere.
Oh. Wow.
Do you use a jigger on these?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Wow. Just caramely, toasted oak, big vanilla.
This is very light.
Oh, wow. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling.
I will, somewhere.
Let's look at this. Yeah, it's very viscous.
This is just so light and airy.
This is just big, bold.
Oily, though. Look at the legs. Good Lord.
Lord. My goodness. If I had an air freshener that was this, I would not be mad about it. It's just, like I said, it's just big, bold, jumps out of the glass, just like toasted.
I get
like a toasted oak, toasted vanilla, almost like a marshmallow.
I get oak and like cherry. That's about the only two flavors I'm picking out of this.
Yeah. So, anyway,
those are the two light notes I can smell.
Yeah, I gotta get into this, man. I'm super excited for this one.
I'll follow suit. That is a letdown.
Wow.
The profile is as light as the scent.
Wow.
It tastes like somebody watered down my whiskey.
Well, that's
I'm not even joking.
I promise I didn't put any water.
No, I guarantee you didn't. That's just what it tastes like. Somebody watered down my whiskey.
So this one is just it is just big, bold flavor, and I have a feeling I know which one it is, and I'm not going to be happy because this might be the one that does it for me. I don't want to be a Buffalo Trace fanboy anymore, but damn it, I have a feeling this is 1792 Full Proof. This is just big.
We have two Buffalo Trace products.
Big, bold. No, we have one.
Weller. You said 1792.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sazerac owned 1792. My bad, guys. My bad. I messed up. Anyway, I have a feeling this is Weller Full Proof. If I'm guessing, I'm thinking this is Weller Full Proof because it is just big, bold, very viscous, coats the mouth really well. It's just, oh man.
I can't wait for you to find this after having tasted that.
Okay. Okay.
Watch this be Hard Truth. I'd be so disappointed. I don't think it is, but because the Hard Truth is barrel proof, yeah?
No, 100 proof.
100?
So we're looking at 101, 125, 100, and then we're looking at, I believe, 96.1. 1 second, I can confirm.
I wonder if I got the 125 first.
Oh, 91.2. 91.2 on the 1792.
I'm betting this is a 1792 then because it tastes watered down, and usually that's how I feel with low proofs anymore.
That's kind of how I felt with this one. I just kind of felt like it was there. It was very, very light. Like I said, confectioner sugar. It doesn't really have a lot of boldness to it, but the finish just wasn't there for that one. So let's move on to number 3. See, this is just super sweet. It's like syrup.
This one almost smells like a pastry puff.
Yeah.
Like a pastry with a little bit of custard in there.
A little custard.
This is nice.
Okay. So yeah, this is just this is creamy. Like, this is a custard. I'm wondering if we might have the same thing here, but it's just very, very sweet, very creamy.
And now I'm getting a hint of oak.
There's not a lot of oak in this one, but it does have legs for days. Check those out.
Yeah, mine does too.
Oh my. So, all right, let's get into it. We gotta taste it.
Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I just chest bumped the mic trying to clear some. I'm sorry.
I'm glad I didn't have whiskey in my mouth. I might have spit it at the camera. Anyway, cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Ooh, that's nice.
This one just doesn't do it for me. It kind of lays very flat. There's like, the nose.
The nose to me carries over straight to my tongue, and it's just kind of...
The nose is very, very good. It's very sweet, very bold. Almost like I said, almost like a syrup. Almost like a sorghum. Do you like sorghum?
Yeah, I know what it is.
This is almost like sorghum or some kind of like molasses, like fresh molasses.
On a hot summer's day.
Okay.
There's a chip in this glass.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope
No,
you
you're
cut
fine. You're
yourself.
fine.
Ooh, I about knocked the bar over. I swear we haven't had a drink before this. Anyway.
Just drink from the other side.
Okay, now I'm getting a little bit more. But I do get, I'm wondering if I'm not tasting what you tasted first, because there is a little bit of a astringency on the side of my tongue that I'm not a huge fan of. But on the other hand, I bet you heard that truck fire up just now anyway. Anyway, so other than the tannic nature of that pour, I really do feel like the flavors kind of come through on it. Are you okay?
Imitating.
Oh, okay. Turn your car off. Anyway.
Right-hand drive, keys on the left.
Yeah, exactly. So this one's okay. It's not my favorite, but
these are a toss-up. There's a couple. I know what order I'm going in right now.
All right. So last one. Let's get to it.
Grip it and rip it.
Much like
Grip it, rip it, sniff it.
Much like the Beyblades, we let them rip.
Exactly. Grip it, sniff it, rip it.
Okay. So this one's very, very well defined. Very well developed. There's oak.
This has a more complex blend of things in it than the rest of these do. There's a lot more going on in this one.
Yeah, this one's very oak forward. Not really oak forward like it's just wood, but you can tell there's oak. There's a lot of red fruit. It's very bright, very welcoming. It's almost like grandma, welcoming you into the house with some cookies or some candied bacon. If your grandma ever welcomed you to the house with some candied bacon or some maple bacon, you had a very good grandmother.
Making bacon pancakes.
My grandmother did that once. She made, not bacon pancakes, but she candied bacon, and she made me breakfast with pancakes and candied bacon, and it was the greatest breakfast I've had to this day. I was on a sugar high for 5 hours, and then I crashed and slept for 10.
You take some bacon and you put them in a pancake. Making pancakes, that's what we're gonna make. Making pancakes. Dun, 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 dun. You go right into Alicia Keys' New York.
It's a good song, though. I
know the remix with Making Bacon Pancakes to the set of Alicia Keys' New York with a blend in it. It is.
Anyway, cheers, everyone.
Dog. 2 reasons why he's my favorite character from Adventure Time.
Ooh, that's hot. Wow. Ooh, that's hot.
I think we're drinking the same thing here.
This is just very hot up front.
Oh yeah.
And then it does mellow out really well though. If we are drinking the same thing, it mellows out very well, and it's just this very nice vanilla.
Yeah.
Almost like a vanilla Tootsie Roll almost. I really like vanilla Tootsie Rolls.
That's my favorite Tootsie Roll.
Okay. So
I'm going back.
Okay, I can't go off of one taste. I gotta get back in here.
Yeah, that just still gives away the vanilla. Mm-hmm. That is lovely.
All right.
Do we know what order you have yours in? Do you know what you...
I'm okay. Before I tasted this one, I was on number 2. It's a toss-up, here and here. So I'm gonna give those two a taste real quick. The finish on that one is just going for days and weeks and months.
I had to move one around and flip the board.
One around, flip the board. So are you 1, 2, 3, 4?
Indeed.
Okay. So. Okay.
That's a proofy girl there at the end. As a matter of fact, this is going to taste like water.
Okay.
I was correct.
So.
This was a real close running, though. I got to say, these two were real close.
I mean, it just keeps going with that toasted, like this marshmallowy, like goodness, just big, bold.
You know, I really want to quote a vine. It's corn. If you were really close, you could see what he was drinking.
Damn, it's good. But is it better than 4?
I got to tell you, I drank this, and that ruined the finish on this. It was still going.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then it just gave it this horrid aftertaste. But I'd become a proof hound. Like a jerk, you know, one of those people. If it's below 100, depending on what it is, I might.
Okay.
What you got? Still debating back and forth.
So I think, there's just this weird, with this one, the finish goes on for days, but did you get a weird kind of thing?
Mm-mm. The only one I got something weird with was that
one?
That would be my number 2.
This is your number 2?
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I meant like the number 2 one.
Okay.
Order you had it in.
Okay. Man. Okay. So we're gonna do. Man, that's just okay. All right. 1, 2. Three, 4. Okay, locked them in.
Locked in.
Locked in. We're hoping for the best. So
I want to start at the worst.
So I'm gonna start. No, we're gonna start with number 2.
Start with number 2.
Start with number 2 this time.
All right.
And then we'll go 2, 3, 4,
then
or
1.
2, 3. Or do we want to do 2, 3, 1 or 2, 3, 4?
What is this, a combination?
I think we do 2, 3.
Shit.
I think we do 2, 3, 1.
Why don't we just test them all out in order, and then we'll just go 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Then we'll start with 2.
It's like we're trying to break a combo lock. Okay.
2, 4, 1, 3. In that order.
We'll start with 2. We'll do 2, 3.
Then we'll go to the worst, and then we'll tell them our best, and then we'll start inconsequentially.
Are we gonna have a burrito at any point in this?
We might get some sour cream, yeah.
Cool. So 2, 3, 1, and then 1 after 1, we'll know what 4 is. So what's your number 2? We'll do your stuff first. What's your number 2?
Starting with number 2. Weller Full Proof.
Okay.
There's going to be an infinity glen at the end of this.
Oh gosh. He's doing it. All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3, Maker's 101.
And what's your number 1?
1792. No, it's not. It's
That's Hard Truth.
Hard Truth, yeah. I was trying to figure out what HT was. I'm like, well, HT.
Hard Truth.
Yeah.
So Hard Truth beating out Weller Full Proof,
Yeah, that's about
1792.
The low proofer came last.
And Maker's 101. Wow. All right. So my number 2. Get out of my head. Weller Full Proof. My number 3 is Maker's 101. You know what? Fuck it, we're doing it. I don't have much left, but you know what? If you're doing it, I'm doing it.
The problem is you saved some of that nasty stuff down there.
That's fine. I'll mix it in. Yep.
Hard Truth.
Hard Truth.
Yeah. So for those of you who Hard Truth, then Weller Full Proof, then it's Maker's 101, and then it's 1792.
So it's literally this order: 1, 2, 3, 4.
In that or.
I didn't think. I thought this was this.
Oh, same, dude. The proof. I thought it was hotter than what it is.
But it's so rich. It's creamy. It just delivers on all levels.
Creamy.
Yes, creamy. Anyway, it just delivers on so many levels. It's what you want. And granted,
it's complex.
I'll give you this. This bottle has been open for a little over a year.
Yeah.
So it's gotten some oxygen. It may have affected it a little bit. But that being said, this is still a real quality pour. But I'm good gravy. I love that. I love that weeder. So,
will it weeder?
You mean Hard Truth weeder?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Will it could make a weeder, then we could throw it in the wine.
Will it does have a weeded bourbon. It's that 8-year right there. So we might have to take it up a notch and go to even more super allocated stuff. Like take this off and add some.
Is Hard Truth better than other weeders round 2?
We have Old Fitzgeralds, we have Willets, we have some other stuff that we could pop into this. These were just some of our favorites we put on the bar. So there you have it. Anyway, we want to thank you for joining us. I know it's been a little bit of a long one, and I know we haven't said it before, but if you like the content, go down and then below. Yeah. And hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be notified of when we post new content. Every Monday and Thursday, we're going to work on doing a few more YouTube shorts here and there because, we've been really, really, really bad about those. Anyway, thank you again, and a reminder to you to share a pour with your friends and family because just like the movies,
memories don't make themselves.
They do not, bud. Cheers.
Cheers.